Right, just making sure this is all set aside. Oh shit. Sorry about this, guys and girls. Just trying to get my camera so it's actually pointing in the right direction. So hopefully you can all see me, because I can't see you for some reason, but it's obviously because I can't. But I can hear all you guys out there and girls who write to me and all that kind of stuff, so that's great. Alright, so today is Wednesday 13th of July, and I'm just doing a bit of my daily news just to give some of my topics. Basically, I'll select a few topics. I'll have a look at some of the topics inside what's going on in the news. Like in sports, it could be to do with aliens from another world, which actually give me a good idea of alright. Okay, so this was about 10 hours ago, so this was still in between the 13th of July, so July the 13th, this is still today, so this happened 10 hours ago. So our first topic is about a shock alien claim that NASA cuts the ISS live feed moments after the UFO appears. NASA has been accused of a cover-up of the existence of aliens after its video live feed of the International Space Station apparently went off just as a UFO appeared to be entering Earth's atmosphere. The footage, which was being broadcasted live by the US Space Agency, appears to show a blurry object descending towards Earth. Yet, as it looks like it's about to enter our atmosphere, the live feed stops, according to the footage recorded by alien conspiracy theorists. There have been several similar claims made with videos uploaded to YouTube, but in many cases, the alleged UFO ended up being nothing more than light reflection or lens flares. This is when light refracts inside the lens, then the anomalies are projected onto the video image as if they are objects outside of the camera, when this is not the case. Despite this, an apparent similarity between the new UFO and earlier lens flares cases, the video filmed on Saturday has sent UFO spotters into another frenzy amid claims it is proof of alien life and a widespread of NASA cover-ups. So, is NASA covering up aliens coming to our planet and technically shape-shifting into humans? And if they're shape-shifting into humans, right, why are they come to Earth in the first place? Okay, like, you could say they're like migrants, but at least the migrants actually live on our Earth and are on our planet. In the solar system, maybe not. I mean, if aliens came from another universe, another solar part of the solar system, still in our universe, but in our solar system, then that would actually be like sort of trespassing. And if it is an alien, oh my god, I hope it is. I actually hope it is. Then all the critics out there who say, oh, there's no such things, it's aliens and all that, no such thing. I'd be just laughing at all you guys right now. I know you're probably taking the piss now about aliens and NASA are covering up and all that. And you probably say, oh, that's all bullshit and all that. But to be honest, if you think about it, this whole universe of our planetary environment has, like, not even reached the surface, not even touched it. I mean, it's not even touched the iceberg of the, well, not even touch an iceberg, to be honest, if you think about it. Our planet is like, our universe is like fucking 400 billion stars. Well, that's what they say. But with those stars comes planets, constellations, and all that. Yeah, so, whether aliens do exist with big black green eyes or big monstrous heads or little tiny heads, as they did in Men in Black. Oh my god, remember that guy on Men in Black? Bloody good film. That guy gets his head shot off and is like, oh, it's like his neck. And it's like, oh, and he grows another head and stuff. My god, it'd be fantastic if there is actually real aliens. I mean, I don't believe so at the moment. I don't believe in that there is aliens. But there's been a lot of sightseeings of extraterrestrial spacecraft just flying around, which are unidentified, which no one can tell if they're real or not real and all that kind of shit. But I mean, I'm skeptical. Skeptical. That's the word. Yeah, it's my bloody voice saying that. Actually, keep getting the bloody words up. Because I'm dyslexic, so some of the words don't come out properly. Yeah, so in a way, if there is life on other planets and they are coming down to our planet and that is a real UFO coming to our planet, then he's trespassing. He's like an illegal alien, and that if NASA are hiding the secrets of the galaxy and all what's in it and all the technology of alien spacecrafts, I mean, to be honest, if you think about it, is that we've been here, is it 4.3 billion years, or this planet's been here for 4.3 billion years ago? Long time, billions of years. So it's makes you wonder. I mean, we've got different types of humans, but what happens if our aliens on? Actually, what happens if we're aliens? We're not actually humans. I mean, we call ourselves humans, but how do we differentiate the meaning human? Okay, we have like human genetics and all that kind of shit, but that don't all add up and stuff. I find that human genetics is to do with everything we do. Like when we go out, we live life, we love people, we don't go around killing people, but there are certain particular humans which are different, which have had, I don't know, maybe they've had their cells taken out, or they've got a damaged cell in their heads, and they end up going around killing people and all that. But there is good people out here. I mean, you can't just say... I mean, to be honest, I think, to be honest, we are a form of aliens. Humans are aliens anyway. I mean, it's like if a dog looks up to us, right? He's looking, oh, look at this funny, strange alien and all that. I mean, okay, we're all aliens, if you think about it, we're all aliens ourselves. But how do you differentiate what an alien is? Aliens can be anything. It could be like bacteria. That's alien bacteria, which actually creates life and just makes new life. I mean, it's like they found, bacteria found, a couple of 1,000 feet under the water, and apparently it lives under there because it's so hot under the water. I think it was like 52,000 feet. There is like a lot of heat coming from underground. The further you go down, it gets hotter and hotter because you've got the centre of the earth, which is actually kept all in there. So I find that those bacteria are alien to us because we don't know. Aliens are like basically things you just don't know about, really. of what sort of species. So they said, oh, because we don't have a name for the species, we'll call it an alien or some shit. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, what would you guys and girls call an alien? I mean, if you think about it, if you've got NASA and they're hiding some sort of alien down here, is he good? Is he bad? Is he going to kill us? Or do they just want to come down? For all you know, any of us could be bloody aliens. I mean, we could be shapeshifted into aliens. We wouldn't know. I mean, say if we've had our memories wiped and we think we're humans, but really we've got special abilities and that we've had over many years, and we don't even know how to use our abilities, and that can be a sort of a different figure on that side of things, of alien genetics or human genetics. This all comes down to DNA and stuff. People have different DNAs. Aliens have different DNAs. It's all about the blood and our veins and all the bits and bobs. It goes into our whole body just to make us complete. But technically, we're actually a biological computer. So technically, we're built from like PC parts, really. Like our brain is like the CPU. We've got our body here, which is the actual motherboard, which is connecting all the circuits. We've got all the actual circuits going to the back of the neck and all down there. And it's a wonderful thing. I mean, it's a wonderful thing just to be a part of a machine. Technically, we are machines. I mean, that's why sometimes when people have operations, they have like computer components really put into them, really. They have like little tubes. That's technically the sort of tube, like bits and bobs that you cut off and just stick up and like into your arteries and all that, just to keep your blood flowing, keep you alive and all that. Anyway, enough of the alien talks and all that. Otherwise, we'll get bored and you'll probably end up turning me off. So we just talked about the aliens and all that, and UFOs and cover-ups and all that. Right, we'll do a bit of politics now. Okay, so let's have that. Right. Okay. So there's this new Home Secretary today been put in. We've got a new Prime Minister of the UK, the United Kingdom now. Her name's Theresa May. And she's got her husband with her and all that. She's married. And the first thing she did today was to actually make Boris Johnson, I think he's the Foreign Secretary now. So I'm glad Boris Johnson in it. I love the guy, he's fantastic. Just don't like the way he actually rugby tackled a kid onto the floor and beat the crap out of him pretty much. Made him look stupid, but you gotta give him his dues. I don't think he meant it I think he meant it by accident, because he was trying to do a tackle. He fell over and just went and nudged into this kid and knocked him on his ass. Okay, so here we look at who have been given jobs in Theresa May's new cabinet. This was 13th of July still. Amber Rudd, age 52. She's an MP for Hastings and Rye since 2010. Her new job is the Home Secretary. Old job, Energy and Climate Change and Secretary since May 2015. Her CV, Amber Rudd graduated from Edinburgh University with a degree in history before going on to work in the investment banking in London and New York before being elected as an MP in 2010 she set up a freelance recruitment business. Mrs. Rood was the parliamentary private secretary to the Chancellor from 2012 to 13 before becoming an assistant whip. She was appointed under the Secretary of State in the Department for Energy and Climate Change in 2014. Before becoming Secretary of the State for Energy and Climate Change, to be honest, I think they should have some person to actually get rid of this climate change to help it so our planet is a better place. So hopefully they can fix all the errors in our country and around the whole world and our planet just to make it more efficient, because I don't think it's getting more energy efficient. The former Energy Secretary, a pro-EU campaigner, takes over from Mrs. May and begins work immediately on whether the country should implement points-based system once the UK leaves the Union. So, in a way, we've got rid of, or be out of the EU eventually, probably, hopefully soon, hopefully within the next year or so, rather than 2018 or 19. I think they wanted to do it 2019, but I think we should leave a bit sooner, because in a way the EU don't want us here, and I don't think we want to be a part of the EU no more, especially with all their regulations and all that kind of crap, to be honest. But I do think that the National Health Service should be more secured for our future. Right, why was she promoted? A supporter of Mrs. May's leadership, bid Miss Rood was one of the so-called Cameron cuties tipped for success under David Cameron. Her appointment to Home Secretary just 6 years after becoming an MP marks a meteoric rise to a road typically reserved for politicians who've served in a number of ministerial roles. The MP for Hastings and Rye was Parliamentary Private Secretary to the former Chancellor George Osborne for a year before joining the Whip's office to take care of party discipline. She was one of the most strident pro-EU Conservatives during the referendum campaign, and called for the UK to remain in a series of events around the country. So, yeah. So pretty much they just said, in other words, her resume, well, her CV or resume is pretty top notch and all that. So yeah. But there was the other one. Anyway, we got a new MP now. It's a woman anyway, Theresa May and all that. And what the really most fantastic thing she's done, which I kind of like actually, so I've got to give it to her. The first thing she did was to actually sack George Osborne. I don't like the bastard, to be honest. I call him a bastard, right? All he's been doing has been feeding the rich. Feeding the rich, feeding the rich. He don't care about the poor people. He don't care if they're on sick benefits or who are ill and almost dying. He probably don't even care if they got bloody cancer. That's what I think he thinks about the people. I myself, I want to get into politics. I want to change the politics and actually do it for the better. Because I find, to be honest, I want to help other people. Not just myself, right? But other people, like disabled people, the elderly people. The elderly people and disabled people need more help. Now, these like dodgy tax invaders, politicians, right? All they want is all this money. They want to feed the bankers, take all the bankers to get the money for themselves and all that, and the bankers to get money from us taxpayers who pay the tax man. Then they give it and they do the dodgy fucking tax invading. And I find, to be honest, there needs to be a sort of court judgment done for these kind of people. If you evade tax and you're not paying tax, you should go at least to prison for 3 to 6 months at least and pay your money. I know, I mean, if you put them in prison, yeah, it costs more money and that, but at least it teaches them not to fuck around with people when they're trying to con people like the disabled people. We pay money, right, to go into police stations. We pay money